Hello YouTube, this is Hunting Guy 532, and today I'm going to go over larger survival kits. This one is going to be geared towards more pilots, or if you're going to be going into a bush plane, or ATVing through remote areas. Basically, if you're going into a remote area, and if something happened, there isn't a very good chance that you're going to run into somebody. I'm recording from my webcam, so it's going to be kind of hard to do this, but I'll see if I can give you an overview of all the stuff I have, some of the stuff I have laid out. And as you can see, I got a sleeping bag here with the guns on top, all open, so you guys know they're safety checked. 2-liter canteen, 2 different backpacks, the cup and the pot. I'll go over all this stuff later. The whistle, different rain gear. Basically, you're gonna have to gear everything towards what you can take, how much weight can you take, and all that kind of thing. I'm gonna start out with some of the firearms here. Now, reviews to come on all these firearms. I got a lot to do, but you'll find all these guns in my video on my 2 videos called Survival Guns. This one is just a little 22, like I said in the video. It's very small, it's very compact, and you can take it apart with a Swiss Army knife. I've done it. It's very easy. If you want to get a 22 like this, I don't believe they make these ones anymore. But if you want to get something very similar to this, there's a 22 out there called the Chipmunk. I can't remember who makes it. If I find out or remember, I'll update it. But this is just a 22 long rifle, very, very light. So you could take it apart and put it maybe in that smaller backpack you may have seen, and like right there, that screw. All you gotta do, you take a little screwdriver on your Swiss Army knife or whatever, you just take that out, you remove the bolt by pulling it back, pulling in the trigger, and doing that, and then you can have your gun apart. I would recommend keeping something like the Swiss Army knife in your pocket, because if you go down, you may lose the Swiss Army knife that's in your survival kit. And if that happens, you can't put the gun back together. It's pretty much useless to you. You'll see some other stuff. The handy rifle right here. Now this, I would recommend this for guys flying up north. Yukon, Canada, Alaska, all those kind of places. Because this one, I know, is only in 5.56, but you can get them in larger rifle calibers. So you can get it in 308. You could probably, I think they come in 500 Smith & Wesson. They come in a bunch of calibers. You could probably get for bear defense guns, as opposed to less of a hunting gun. So if you're going to somewhere, like I said, the Yukon or Alaska, and you know if you go down you'll be a good gun for bear country, automatic ejection makes for quick reloads. The only way you're gonna, with a gun like this, the only way you're gonna be able to reload it quickly is spending trigger time at the range. So don't just get a gun like this and throw it in your plane and hope you never have to use it. Something I would recommend for it is a side saddle, or you can get a rifle caliber belt. Now, think about having a side saddle with live ammunition in it. Check the laws and regulations for your area. I'm going to stress following the law when doing this. And so, if you could put a side saddle on this with some shells in it, I would recommend doing that. If you can't, find another way to have shells close and nearby your gun. I wouldn't recommend flying with one in the chamber, but that's just me. And another gun you'll see is, of course, I reviewed it. Well, I'm going to review it, but it was in Survival Guns too. My single-shot shotgun. This time I put the sling back on it for the video. And this I would recommend as the all-round gun. It could make a good bear defense gun, but also as a hunting gun. And remember, mine is a full choke, so it can fire slugs. So it probably wouldn't be the best for a bear defense gun. But if you had one with a modified choke or an improved cylinder, it would make it a lot better. You could fire slugs out of it, but you could also carry light bird loads in it for hunting, smaller game, or buckshot for medium-sized game. Again, side saddles for shotguns. I don't have one here, but you could probably get one. Again, check the laws and regulations. I also have a shotgun belt with shells in it, and mine holds 25, but you can get the ones that hold 50. It would be a good thing to have, I would think, because you could just clip it and you wouldn't have to really worry about your shells. So that's That's kind of it for firearms. Handguns, again, check the laws and regulations for carrying handguns in your area. Sorry, I had to fix the guns there. I know up in Alaska, bush pilots can carry handguns. You carry a 44 in your survival kit, which I think that would be ideal because a handgun you get a smaller. It's more compact than a rifle or shotgun. But I live in Canada. I don't own any handguns myself. There are too many laws and legalities for me to go through to acquire a handgun legally in Canada. So that's why I don't have any. That's why I haven't shown you any. Calibers I'd probably recommend for handguns would be 44 Magnum, 357, and any of you handgun guys out there that stumble upon this video, help me out. I don't own any handguns myself in Canada. Too many legalities to go through for me myself just to get a handgun legally. Something else you'll see here, a whistle. It's going to carry louder than your voice. The only problem with this one is, hear that, is the P. There's a P in here, and I would recommend getting a P-less type. They tend to last longer and work better, but it has a little clip here, so if you had your keys or something on you, could put that on your keys, or you could have a survival necklace too, just in case you can't access your survival kit if you went down in a lake or something, or you had to jump out of the plane in a parachute. You could have that on your neck, clipped up to your belt, wherever you prefer to keep it. Something else I'm going to show you. I've got two hatchets here for an example. This one weighs 1.5 pounds. It's very nice. It's semi-sharp right now. I used it recently and need to resharpen it, but I've had this for a couple years now. It's very good. It has flat back, which I like because it also serves as like a hammer for pounding purposes. You can gather your wood. This will help gathering wood, building shelters, and God forbid if this is what you end up with in a defensive encounter from maybe a bear or a wolf or whatever may be out there. If you end up with this, I recommend keeping it sharp because it could do a lot of damage, especially where you can hold it with one hand. You can just hit them in the neck. If you're going to be flying up north, I would recommend something like this in your survival kit, in an actual backpack that you could bail out of your plane with if need be. But also having like maybe a medium-sized axe too, especially up north. It'd just come in a lot more handier. This is another option. It comes with a little case. There's a little thing right here you can attach to your belt. So, show you it. It's just this little thing. It does have a flat back, but it wouldn't really be any good for pounding. It's got a fairly sharp blade. It's got some dents in it. It didn't hold up as well as much as I expected it to. But it's small, it's very light and compact, so if you had a smaller backpack that you had to make it to a survival kit, this could be a good option too. Rain poncho. Always take some kind of rain gear. If you had to take a smaller backpack or you needed something that weighed less, a rain poncho like this would be a good idea. I got this one at Walmart on sale for $3, which isn't much for a rain poncho. Something else we'll show is this. This is the jacket portion of some hunting rain gear my dad gave me, and it's heavy, it's rubber, it doesn't have any insulation value, but it keeps the rain off you and it works. It also comes with pants right here. These again are the same. It keeps the water off you. It's a little heavier, both in weight and to wear. It offers no insulation value, but it's pretty good. I like it. It's heavier. Again, both weight-wise and having to wear it. Offers no insulation value, but it keeps the rain and the snow off you. Compass, military compass, and you're gonna see in future videos. I recommend a lot of military gear, mainly because I won't say all of it, but most of the military gear just works. You don't give a fighting soldier a piece of crap compass, or a bad knife or something, or a shitty gun. You don't do that, because if you want to win a war or a fight, you need good equipment. So let's see if I can do this really quickly. Here it is, military compass. It's got a lanyard in case you lose the case. It's got this, some personal information there I don't feel like sharing. It's got a mirror and all that kind of deal. So end of part 1. Part 2 coming at you real soon. This is Hunting Guy 532 signing off.